In this day and age, it is hard not to stress about money. In this day and age, everybody has a story on the hard times that they go through, no matter what that looks like. Everybody can share how life is just hard. I don't know how anyone gets away with it not being hard. If I told you everything I have gone through personally in my life, you wouldn't even believe me. You would think that it was 100% made up. I had a horse fall on me, crush me. I almost died. I was on life support for 2 weeks. 3 years later, my house burned to the ground. And I am not kidding. 3 months after that, I got diagnosed with a deadly bone infection and was told if something else didn't kill me first, that eventually would. Sad to say, I went through one of the hardest trials in my life 2 years ago. When I lost my youngest son, he was only 12. And everybody has those stories, right? Everybody goes through hard times. And when you add fighting the stress and hardships of financial burdens on top of any one of those things, let alone having them all clumped together, that makes things even that much more stressful and hard for anybody. I get that. And I just got to the point where my husband had to move out of state for a job. And I hated moving away from home. And I'm just going to be 100% real in this post. And I'm not going to edit out my tears. Because sometimes we just need to know, you know what? There are real people out there. And they have real solutions. And that's what I'm here to share. I'm a real person. And I have real solutions on when you face those hardships. I hated the fact that we did not have the money when we moved out of state to get a quote-unquote decent place to live. We are renting a room. That's what we're doing. This little space that I'm in, we're renting a room. We don't even have access to a kitchen. The landlord said that we can set up a little microwave in the hall, and we use a crock pot to cook most of our meals. And that's our quote-unquote kitchenette. That's how I'm living. And I just thought, this is it. I am sick of listening to all these reels and watching all these people online on social media, and they are trying to do the same thing, trying to convince me, you know what, there are ways you can make money online. So a few months ago, that's exactly what I did. I decided, you know what? I am not going to keep scrolling. I am actually going to take action. And I decided to listen to a couple different gals that I had seen over and over. And I decided, you know what? I feel like they're being super real. Like, I feel like I can relate to them. And that was a big deal to me, to be able to relate to those gals. And know that, okay, I feel like I can trust what they're telling me. Because that's a big deal when it comes to our money. Especially when we have to do what I did and use a credit card to take that leap of faith. And it was to get a course to teach me digital marketing. That purchase changed everything for me. It was what turned the tables for me. And I wanted to get on here and share that with everybody else. I know that it's hard to struggle financially. I know that it's hard to add that to the everyday stresses of life, whatever that may be. It might not be extreme as a couple of the things that I've shared that I've gone through, but even just if you have a child that you're not getting along with, I've been through that as well. If you have a spouse you're not getting along with, I've been through that as well. I can name all sorts of hards that I can also relate to, and it is not easy, and especially when you are stressing about being able to pay the bills and make ends meet, and you just see the cost of living going up and up and up, and you just think, am I going to be able to catch a break? Seriously, something has to give, and I got to figure something out. I'm already working a 9 to 5. I have to come home and do a bunch of animal chores, take care of my chickens, my cats, my doggies, and I'm just like, I cannot work another job. I don't have it in me. I hurt my back, and by the time I'm done working at the end of my first job and working 40 hours a week physically and having to do all my chores, I just don't have it in me, and thought, I can't, even if I wanted to. Not that I'm lazy and not that I'm not willing to, but even if I wanted to, I physically can't. I'm just at that age where it's not possible for me to just work sun up to sundown like I used to. I got to figure something out, and I know there's ways to do that. I see people doing it all the time. I've tried other avenues. I've tried doing the Amazon space and selling this and that and the other different. I've done the digital and I've done the physical items. I have done all sorts of different avenues. If I went into that, this video would be longer, and it's already going to be longer than it should. But I just want you guys to know, I've been there. I feel that. You guys can go to the comments, click yes if you are going through the same stresses that I go through. Comment yes below. I want to give you access to get started for free today, right now. Just put yes in the comments and I will give you access to this blueprint. It's step by step. It's totally free. I'll send you the link, put in your email, then I can help you from there. It will be a breath of fresh air like it was for me, and I want you guys to find that. I wanted someone to show me how to be able to open financial freedom doors for me, and this blueprint was that key for me to open those doors, and I want to share that with you. So put yes in the comments and I'll send that over.